Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to episode 17 of the LEGO Factory Train series. This is a very simple build, I have to be honest, but that's not a bad thing. This is a good looking diesel, and this actually looks very much like ones that came before in the, I think it was LEGO System, they had these style of diesels out for some of the sets. Very nice looking model, I have to be honest. Again, very clean, very square though. I mean, not a lot of round shapes. That's not the worst thing ever, I'm not too fussed about that. So, why don't we actually bring this close a little bit and get a better look. So, of course, I think I might do this from now on, just start with the wheels. So the wheels are actually a bit annoying because the instructions, again, having to go by instructions, they show two different ways of having to build them. So one set was built up in a different way of the others, so different parts were used. Voice break. But yeah, so I thought, I'll just build up the same thing twice over, it can't be that difficult. But then I started running out of parts, I thought, wait, why does not make sense? Of course, looking through it, it showed different parts, I thought, well, that's kind of stupid. So I've been able to mimic the bases pretty well, I think. So you can see we got two serrated bricks there and there, which is pretty cool. These round pieces in the middle were supposed to be head pieces, but obviously there's only two head pieces in the set. And I would have thought, 4 would have been a lot more sensible. But at the same time, it's not going to do that much damage. But yeah, it's a very nice looking build. Very cool. I want to make sure I put this in the right... Put it in the right hole. Caption that. I'm trying to do it at an awkward angle. Hang on. There we are. God, there's awkward moments like that when I think to myself, fuck, these videos are so bad. Oh well, let's move on, shall we? So, this is the only way where you can tell the difference between which end is which. So, there are lights on either end. They're kind of both built up in the same way. So, obviously you can see one by one with two studs, a stud on either side of the face. One side has a red light and the other side has a white light. Again, it's the same one on both sides, but they're just flicked around the way where the red light is facing that way and the white light is facing that way. So technically that would be the front, seeing as the light is pointing out that way, but you can literally just turn these around to different to decide which end you want to be the front. Personally, I think the front is determined by the way the door opens, because when you go to open a door for something, it makes a lot of sense for it to open and you walk in that way and you face that way. It's just the way where it's all hinged together. You don't open a door like this and you step out and that's the front. I don't know, it's just awkward to me. Cab, I tell you what, whilst we're going on to the cab, let's, oh shit, without breaking it, have a look at the cab, shall we? Put this forward, I'll fix that off camera. So it is a small cab, but it's not the, worst thing ever. It's actually one of the tiny ones I've built, in the sense that there's definitely space. You can put some of the detailing bricks in. Honestly, I probably should have actually done this. You can see there's a little 4 stud gap, and I think there are the 1x4 control plates. I think those could have gone in, so that would definitely have been something to add some more detail to it. There's definitely enough space for a minifigure. Obviously there's a chair inside where you can spin it around, so that even lets you know which way you want the front to be. There's a very dizzy diesel, good lord. But honestly, yeah, this is a very, very nice build. I do like this. It's using some of the normal reds and some of the darker reds as well. I don't know if you've picked up on that. But it's nice to use some of the darker bricks, obviously, because when I first got this set and I saw the darker reds, I thought, why the hell is that in the set? There's obviously not enough to make a full thing. But, to see it get used is really good. I do like that. So, yeah. That is it for this one. This is, again, a much simpler model, but definitely one... there's a bit of fluff on the floor. Just get out of the way. Alright, let me try that again. Distracted by the fluff, take 2. Come on, camera, focus for me. There we go. Right, so this is definitely one of the simpler models. Definitely one I'd recommend if you just want to quickly bash something together that isn't one of the tiny locos. Speaking of which, I do honestly think you could build this and another tiny, one of the small tank engines. Maybe not by the instructions, but you can definitely put something else together. It's very cool indeed. Right, I shall leave it there. Thank you I can't even do the intro. Oh my god, somebody count how many bloopers I made this video. That'd be funny. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next episode. There we are. Bye bye.